So the last one is going to be overrated, underrated. Like having character as a player.
It's just let me think. Okay, it's going to depend on what you want out of it.
So outside of playing, just like your character, like integrity playing the game.
Well, I think it's always underrated. I think because you're saying even outside of hockey.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me throw a couple details at you.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking about for this one is you get somebody like not Patrick Kane, Evander Kane, right? Shit guy, stud, makes millions. Carlson, shit guy.
Yeah. So I was gonna say that's why I was flipping a coin because people say like they'll use a statement like you gotta be a good guy, like you gotta be a good person. You don't. Not to be a hockey player. You don't have to be a good hockey. You don't have to be a good person. Being a good person has nothing to do with how good you're gonna play hockey. The only thing what it makes a difference is how you're accepted in your room, how your coaches accept you, and maybe other opportunities. But yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with, like what's the guy that was in, he got beat his girlfriend, got kicked out of the league from Russia. I forget his name.
Was it the goalie?
No, well there was one of those guys too, but there was a guy that I forget his name. Played in L.A.
I'll look him up. Keep talking.
I think it started with a V. Anyways, he's obviously not a character guy, right? You got people that do things that in normal society wouldn't be good, but it doesn't make them a less better hockey player. But
Slava Voinov,
that's it. I knew it started with a V. It was a shit show, right?
Yeah.
So, but he's a heck of a hockey player. But the flip side of that is he in the NHL anymore?
Well, this is what's interesting, right?
Your character will catch up to you.
Well, this is why I like this one. This is why I want to end on this one, because the easy answer is, it's underrated because like if you have a good character, you'll get more opportunity, this and that, whatever. But in my opinion, it's actually overrated when you're starting out, because if you're good, like everyone gives you a chance after chance after chance after chance. Now that is only if you're that good though.
Yes.
So if you're a 1% guy, then you might be able to get away with being a shit guy.
Yeah.
So it could be underrated for that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you step 1 foot outside of the 1% guy of you're the best ever and it doesn't matter what you do, then now it's something that's
rapidly becomes more important.
Exactly.
Every percentage you're not as the 1%, right. It becomes
because
way,
nobody
way
gives
more
a shit about you if you're not the best guy. If you're the best guy, people are way more willing to tolerate your shit.
Yeah.
And now, having said that, going back to what you were saying, it eventually catches up to you though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So you might get 5 years, 6 years, 7 years playing in the NHL being a loser, but like your day comes where, and I mean, Evander Kane is a guy right now, like he keeps getting chance after chance after chance, bankrupt. All his millions has none, right?
Not because he just because he made a bad real estate investment or he put it in a stock that went south. Yeah. It's because he
just consistent stupidity
goes with a stash like this and blows it and private jet and does
so I think it would be like an underrated thing if you're or overrated, if you're one of those guys that's just that good, because people are just more willing to deal with your shit when you're not a good guy. But as soon as you're outside that very, very thin range, then it becomes increasingly more important that you have that. And then, I was thinking about this in terms of the OHL draft too, like the guys that were having good interviews. And I know this because they were saying that about Charlie, because he was a good interview. Yeah. Like that just boosts your stock when you have that, So for those guys, it's underrated, right? Because the fact that you come across as someone who's intelligent and cares about the people around him and talks about his family in a good way and treats people properly when he's around them and has good manners and all that kind of stuff. Now all of a sudden it's like you tick up a couple spots because of that. Has nothing to do with your playing, right? Yeah. So then in that sense, it could be an underrated thing. You know what I mean? So it kind of depends where you're at.
Yeah, you if you're a good player with character, you have a chance of being a captain. It might not be important to people.
Yeah.
You might get some opportunities outside of hockey. You make good friends. You meet good people. But yeah, like it's so true. Like it's a funny thing. Because I was talking one day about that to someone, and said, we're trying to make good people. And I said, yeah, you're trying to, but it makes no difference in a hockey player. I could give you the worst character guys in the NHL right now, and that'd be a pretty good team.
Yeah, seriously.
Right?
Well, Dalton made a good point actually when he was talking about this, because the reason I was bringing up Kane and stuff is because Dalton played with him and he had some insights on what those guys are doing. But the thing that he was saying was some of those guys, actually it's an important part of their game. Like it serves them well.
Yep.
In hockey, it doesn't in life, but in hockey, it's actually something that allows them to just not give a shit what anyone says.
Yeah.
And they're just always.
And they don't care about one person.
They do not care about one person. So they just know when I go on the ice, give me the puck and I'll score a goal. Yeah. And that's all I need to do. And I don't care what you say.
That's right.
If you want me to try harder, why do I need to do that?
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I just need to go score.
Yeah. Guys,
that's it.
Give you 0 in practice, 0 in the weight room, 0 off the ice. Not doing a public appearance because it's a waste of my time.
Yeah.
So live in their basement and play video games in order to skip the dishes.
Oh, yeah.
And you go, how the heck? Like, that's not right, because we teach our kids, and rightly so, we teach our kids to be, and the people you hang around with, to be good people. You try to. Makes the world a little better place.
Yeah.
But, it blows my mind. You don't wish them well, the people that are the other way, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
No, that's a good one,
because it's not that clear. People like, it'd be nice to give the little, like, the politically correct answer, like, you got to be of good character all the time, whatever. And it's like, well, it kind of actually depends, because you can get away with some shit like that. Unfortunately, the world is like that, where you can get away with some shit. So
I just wouldn't want my son to be billeted at someone's house, and they go call the coach or the gym and say, "Q, get this asshole out of my house."
Well, it's not.
But there's a ton.
I know, man. I remember when I played.
Garbage. They refuse to follow one rule.
No idea how to behave.
Respect a human's house. Like, it's amazing.
Well, and that's why it doesn't serve you well. All of that, like the conversation of character in terms of hockey, that aside, in terms of life, you lose life if you aren't good character. So I think it's appropriately weighted. If you're a good character person, that's what you need to be.
Yeah, that's a good debatable one.